Mazi Nnamdi Kanu trial has been adjourned to 2nd of May 2025. Welcome back to Biafra News. Support Biafra, people of goodwill at Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafrans, lovers of freedom, people of goodwill. I bring you update on today's trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of indigenous people of Biafra, that was kidnapped in Kenya by Nigeria government, tortured for 8 days before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. This is 5 years now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been held at DSS detention facility since his illegal rendition and abduction from Kenya, despite court order asking the Nigeria government to release him. Before I continue with this video update, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, tune in once you get notification. So here, today being 29th of April 2025, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in court today, and the case has been adjourned till 2nd of May. So here it says alleged terrorism. The trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu resumed at the Federal High Court, Abuja. The prosecution maintained it has jurisdiction to continue the trial of the defendant against the prayer for defendant counsel, echoing the basis of this jurisdiction on the account and testimony of the first witness during the arrest of the IPOB leader in Lagos 2015, where he was arrested with broadcasting equipment. Due to their lack of jurisdiction as to the location where the broadcast was made on their previous charges leveled against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, now they are trying to establish a proof that connects and show that he was broadcasting in Nigeria jurisdiction hotel room in Lagos, so they can use it against him in trial. To establish that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made a broadcast in Nigeria and Lagos to give the court jurisdiction to try him. However, this is a tactical legal ambush from the federal government council, and we hope that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legal team are aware of this trick. Okay, so today's court hearing. Nigeria government have nothing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are just running around deceiving themselves. This is 5 years now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been held at DSS detention facility since his illegal rendition and abduction from Kenya. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, appeared at the Federal High Court on today, being 29th April, and the 2nd and the 6th April, May also. On April 23, 2025, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu instructed his legal team to address attempts by the Nigerian government to manipulate public opinion ahead of his trial. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu highlighted concerns over deliberate effort to falsely link the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB to fabricated raids in Imo and Anambra, describing these as state-sponsored tactics to deflect attention from global campaigns for his release. These are the usual tactics the Nigeria government always use whenever the court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming up. We call for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Self-determination is not a crime. Official about human rights, UK and Nigeria, and Amnesty Nigeria. Self-determination is not a crime. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. His only crime is asking for his people's freedom. And he asked Nigeria government peacefully, conduct a referendum, let the people choose if they want to go with Biafra or remain in Nigeria. Nigeria government and their master pretend. You people are aware, you Nigerians are aware that you people are collateral damage. Nigeria is a royal business empire, and you people are collateral damage. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we no longer want to be part of Nigeria. Conduct a referendum. Let the people choose if they want to remain or go with Biafra. Nigeria government and their master pretend desperation to stop anything that has to do with Biafra or Biafra freedom went as far as Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They did not just kidnap him. He was tortured for 8 days before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. And since then, Nigeria government has failed to explain to the whole world how and why they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even when he was traveling with a British passport. Since then, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in DSS dungeon, even when Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted him. Supreme Court confirmed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped by Nigeria government. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have no case to answer in Nigeria. The earlier you people realize this, the better for them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have no case to answer in Nigeria. No case. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu interview video is super as far back as 2015. He has always remained bold in this cause. He told the children of iniquity that the purpose of his broadcast is to educate his people and bring the kingdom of God to them. We want freedom. And Ndi Igbo needs to hear the truth and know that Nigeria is not for us. We need to go out on our separate ways. Those forcing us to remain in Nigeria, they are doing so for their own benefit. Because if what is in Igbo land is in other states, they would have been the one asking for a division. They would have been the one calling for division. They would. Since 5 years, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in DSS dungeon for asking for his people's freedom. Yes. So alleged terrorism, the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu resumed at the Federal High Court. The prosecution maintained that it has jurisdiction to continue the trial of the defendant. Due to their lack of jurisdiction as to the location where the broadcast was made on their previous charges leveled against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, now they are trying to establish a proof that connect and show that he was broadcasting in Nigerian jurisdiction hotel room in Lagos. But he was arrested at the airport. Well, the whole world knows the truth. The whole world knows the truth. And the earlier they stop this and do the needful, the better for them. The earlier they stop and do the needful, the better for them. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer. There should not be any case at all against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Simon Ekpa in the first place, by any country. Because what we are fighting for is our freedom. These two individuals are freedom fighters for their people, Biafra. They have rescued their people from a Nigeria state that reintegrates non-terrorists into their army, police, and security system. These reintegrated terrorists kill, maim, and displace indigenous people, indigenous Nigerians and Biafrans. The detention, trial, and abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya is a kind and a pattern of Nigeria President Tinubu and their defense chief Christopher Musa and their agents, cuddling with Finland to hunt and halt innocent indigenous Christian Biafrans such as Simon Ekpa. Political trial or not, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been discharged and acquitted by the court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer have reviewed what happened in court today, sharing the outcome of his trial. Justice must prevail, otherwise it will be chaos. Did you hear that? So I'm going to allow you watch the videos of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court today and what his legal team said. You get wiser each time you hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak. Seriously, you get wiser. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a well-mannered man. He is. We want nothing but freedom. Freedom is every human's fundamental right. It is. And that is what we want. It's not by force to remain in their backward Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. Just like the way Fulani headsmen have been terrorizing, killing our people, sacking our people from their farm settlement, stopping them from going to the farm. If anybody comes out now to put a stop to all these attacks and the terrorism of headsmen in Southeast, you see Nigeria government jumping like frog, calling that person a terrorist. But right now that headsmen are killing, terrorizing everywhere, they will not tackle it, they will not do anything, they will not say anything. But once any Igbo man steps up now to fight and push them out, you see them running around, desperately running around to take that person out. They just want Igbo land to be vulnerable and open for them to come in and attack. Once you stand up to defend the land and the people, they call you terrorist. That is what is going on. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, only crime is asking for his people's freedom. He said, conduct a peaceful referendum. And Nigeria government and their master Britain in desperate quest, went to Kenya and kidnapped him to stop Biafra. Did they succeed? The answer is no. They will not, and they can never succeed, because freedom is every human's fundamental right. So that is it. I'll stop here and allow you to watch the videos. Don't forget to share. Tune in once you get notification. Thank you all.
We're going to put you on.
Push it up.
Parties cooperated, and PW1 testified. PW1.
From PW1.
Are you comfortable? We're very comfortable, but first of all, we thank God for today. We thank God that the matter has eventually kicked off without rancor. You know, you needed to have been in court to observe the proceedings. All the parties cooperated, and PW1 testified. PW1 is Mr. AAA, as he was designated. He investigated the matter 10 years ago, and today he came and gave his evidence and tendered documents. The matter is very simple. The state has a case against our client, and we are defending him. And for the first time, the matter has been opened, and we have heard what the evidence is. On Friday, we are coming back to cross-examine him. But in the main, the matter has commenced on a good note, very sound note, very civilized trial. And we hope by the grace of God we'll continue on this note and get to the end.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Reason why we have to say something in addition to what the SAN has said. These gentlemen here, these lawyers standing with me here, are members of the old guard. We have been there from the get-go, so we know the nitty-gritty of this case. Well, what I can add is we are finally here. The government is finally having the trial that it desires. Our position still remains unchanged despite the ongoing trial. That our client is innocent of the charges, that the case is driven by political considerations, and in the end, the innocence of our client will be established. So we take it from here to 2nd May, when we are going to subject the government witness who testified today. We are going to submit him to, or subject him to cross-examination, and then the truth shall begin to be revealed to everybody. Thank you very much.
All right.
We appreciate you always being around to cover this very political trial that has been ongoing for the past 10 years.